it wasn't. I had to reconstitute it. And I'm sitting there and I'm like researching on YouTube. What's your current protocol? And then what's maybe one or two of your favorites peptide?
It's lower than your estrogen. Generally speaking, when I look at labs of menopausal or perimenopausal women, their progesterone's like 0.1 and their estrogen's anywhere from like 15 to 45 to 60. Okay. Well, to balance out at a 60, you need a 6 on your progesterone. To balance out at a 40, you need a 4. It's a 10-to-1 ratio. So if you don't have that, and you don't, when you're in menopause, that progesterone 0.1,
yep.
You're estrogen dominant already. Now, so you throw more estrogen on top of that, there's a huge estrogen swing. And when you have an estrogen swing without a progesterone opposing it, it kicks in the immune system. So histamines kick up. And this is why women who start birth control in their 20s and 30s get autoimmune conditions. Same thing happens. There's a huge swing in estrogen, okay? And they become estrogen dominant because progesterone drops.
So, yeah.
Or you put it in a woman who hasn't had hormones for a bit, give her estrogen, it's unopposed, boom, histamines push, and now we see autoimmune conditions happen. So I've consulted with women who saw my page, I was talking about this, and they're like, that's what happened to me. I went to so-and-so clinic, they put me on 5 hormones, and, they had me doing all this, and I'm like, well, okay, testosterone aromatized. They put you on estrogen, they put you on pregnenolone, which is way at the top, and it's like a Plinko chip. You can't control where it goes, so that can end up in estrogen. They gave her DHEA, that can end up in estrogen.
So everything basically goes just piled into that bucket.
Yeah, even progesterone's upstream. It's not really necessarily gonna, it doesn't convert to estrogen, but it's upstream.
Yeah.
So, it could, so that's why it makes more sense to start, number one, these women are already estrogen dominant in menopause. So they come to us with what? Anxiety. They can't sleep. Why? Because estrogen's unopposed. It's lower, yes, but they're still dominant. So we give them a little progesterone to even that out now. And now they start to sleep because progesterone pushes the GABA receptors in the brain. So when it's gone, that's why women get excited. They don't have that break.
Got it.
Okay. So you put the progesterone back in first, and now they're sleeping. And now they've got a break, a system with that estrogen. Then we layer in a little testosterone. Well, guess what? Testosterone aromatizes to estrogen. So now we've got a little bit coming in. And usually between those two, you get a really good result. And you don't have to worry about putting estrogen in a woman and then potentially pushing the immune system or kicking off anything. Plus, estrogen is the hardest to dial in. We like to use an injection because it's so precise. But they're still going to hold water. They're still going to, usually take on water. It can make them bloat. It's so much easier to control the 2 other hormones and then see where the numbers come back. And a lot of women, if they get their estrogen to even move 20 points from where they were, there's no vaginal dryness and their libido's good. Their hair is, supported.
Better.
Yep. If they come back and say, hey, I still, have poor libido, I still have vaginal dryness, and it's like, okay, great. We will put you on estradiol, and now you're on all 3. But we don't want to just go in, especially on a system that hasn't had hormones in a bit, and then just throw in estradiol. You want to balance things out. It makes a bit more sense with what happens. We know what happens to the body. We've seen tons of labs. Give them some progesterone, get them to calm down, get them sleeping, and then work the case. So that's what we do at Advanced Vitality, and we're way different than a lot of clinics. A lot of clinics still throw 5 hormones at a woman. Pregnenolone, DHEA, testosterone, progesterone, estradiol.